The MZ name has been around for many years, but they've never been very well known for making stylish looking bikes. Perhaps now things are about to change. It's a good job we don't all like the same things in life, isn't it? If we did, then this bike probably wouldn't exist. But MZ say they've aimed this at the rider who wants to be a little different. Well, yeah, I can see that, and obviously they're not too bothered about having a fancy designer name on the petrol tank. MZ have no history of building anything much bigger than 300 cc's, so it's no surprise that this bike is raising more than a few eyebrows with its 998cc fuel-injected 4-stroke parallel twin motor. Now, a V-twin tends to be very torquey low down in the revs, but can often run out of steam higher up the rev range. A 4-cylinder machine is usually the other way around, can be a bit flat at the bottom, but then you get a rush of power higher up in the revs. This particular parallel twin, I think, sits somewhere in between. Some usable power low down, although on this bike it's very lumpy, but it does smooth out after about 4,000. Not exactly stimulating the power on this, but I think it's more than enough for this particular bike. Its looks are definitely towards the sporty end of the market, although the riding position is not too focused. As for touring ability, it's definitely got potential, and MZ have kindly designed some dedicated hard luggage for those foreign trips. This is actually quite a nice bike to ride, quite an easy bike to ride, but something that struck me was it feels very tall, feels very high off the floor, but strangely, this seat is lower to the ground than the Phaser and the ST Sprint, but look how wide it is here, big fat hips, so if you've got short legs you could struggle. My advice would be try before you buy. Now, whether this will stand the test of time, I don't know. My old TS125 took me to work and back for many a year with no problem. The biggest problem for this bike is the price tag. It's £8,500, so it isn't cheap. And MZs have never been cool or trendy before. Is that about to change? We'll wait and see. For styling, 7 out of 10. Not really that different and looks a little bit too much like Honda's VFR. For performance, 8 out of 10. The parallel twin offers a slightly different feel to most of the other engines in this class. Practicality, 6 out of 10. Although rider comfort isn't too bad, there's little room for a pillion and there's no grab rails. For value, 6 out of 10. For a new machine, £8,500, it's simply too expensive.